escuchar el anuncio del próximo graduado. Por lo tanto, apreciamos que mantengan apagados todos los teléfonos y otros dispositivos electrónicos.
Welcome everybody. The
Gracias.
program is about to start. Malapit na. Malapit na silang pupunta sa loob. Sorry, naglintong. Baliw na to kayo. Nasa na sila. Mag-music na naman. Uy, mute sa taha. Era sila. May mga staff na sila. Oh, yan, mga staff na sila. Sumusunod na rin mga graduates. Oh, hintay lang kayo ha. Ayan, ganda-ganda pala. O, nandiyon. O, yun na. Yan. Yan ang TV. So, pagdating nila doon sa stage, sunod na naman ang mga graduates. Uy. Okay, coming na sila. Daw na. Naka-video na nasa sa, yung mga nag-music. Makapiright ko, ano yun. Nandiyan sila. Nakaporma na sila doon. Dahil naka-pahingo na sila. Dahil na. Sunod na asa. Oh yeah? Okay, let's go the other way maybe. I think so. I think this way. What's that? Yeah. Because the camera is going there. Doon na sila. Excited. Diri na lang kung tinlog. Lingkod lang ko. Nandiyan na sila. Tika-video ba? Tika-video.
Alicia. Welcome to Klein College High School 2025 graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand for the presentation of our colors. Our ROTC will proceed to the center of the stage. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Pledge of allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our color guard exits the stage. Thank you. Please be seated and welcome Isabel Key for the opening remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Isabel Key, and though I was just introduced as the class of 2025 valedictorian, I just want to let everyone know that I'm also a stand-up comedian. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Klein Collins administration and community, as well as my family, friends, and mentors. There's actually a funny story behind me having the honor to speak to everyone today. I want to digress here a little bit. But 4 years ago, my older brother of 2 years caught a glimpse of my middle school grades, and he told me that you're not going to be able to keep that up in high school. Well, I'm standing here right now, so I guess you could call my 4 years of sleepless nights, terrible life decisions, and slaving away physically, emotionally, and academically a mere response out of ego and spite. Anyways, the point here today is not about me. It's about everyone gathered here. We each have our individual stories to tell. Whatever path we took, whatever struggles we faced, we all made it here, one way or another. But as the saying goes, there is no banquet in the world that doesn't come to an end. The feeling of bittersweetness as we each gather here is unavoidable. Actually, not really, since I'm sure many of us have been waiting for this moment. But the end of our years here are simply the beginning of our futures to come. Every person is the writer of their own tale, but just because it's the end doesn't mean we've seen the whole story. So as we stand before our hard-earned freedom, maybe we can't exactly figure out what we finally earned. Whatever it may be, go and create your own narrative to tell. After all, struggling to decide what to do after graduation is, and always will be, a kind of rite of passage to the next phase of your story. Alright, I'm probably sounding like a D1 motivational speaker now. So, to quote my favorite psychopathic icon, Patrick Bateman, I need to return some videotapes. So that's all for me for now. Thank you, and please welcome Ava Frasher.
Hello, I would like to introduce the individuals on stage. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. The Klein ISD Board of Trustees, President Rob Ellis, Secretary Dustin Qualls, Kathy Orlano, Denise Morrison, Nicole Peters, and Chris Todd. Our Klein ISD Superintendent, Dr. Jenny McGowan, our Chief of Staff, Dana Hernandez, Chief of Police, Marlon Reynolds, the Chief of Schools, Dr. Brian Brady, the Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Anthony Delicato, the Chief Financial Officer, Dan Schaefer, the Chief of Human Resources, Dr. Bob Anderson, the Chief of Operations, August Wonderman. The Klein Collins High School leadership, our principal, Mr. Randy Kirk, Kristen Brady, Chase DeBoard, Matthew Ebner, and Rachel Lambert. Our Klein Collins High School counselors, Malie Brooks and Darian Cannon, and the fellow graduates, Alicia Galvan, Isabel He, Brandon Hancock, Rachel Robb, and my name is Ava Frazier. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Brandon Hancock.
Good afternoon, everyone. Fellow members of the Klein Collins Class of 2025, congratulations. To the amazing faculty, staff, and administration, and to the parents and family members in attendance today, thank you all for being here and supporting us throughout our journey to this moment. As I was preparing to write this address, I researched what makes a good speech. I found several tips, but one single piece of advice stood out above the rest. Be memorable. At first I was confused. That's such vague advice. How do you make something memorable? Then I considered some famous speakers from history like Martin Luther King Jr. or John F. Kennedy. What do these men, immortalized in history, have in common that makes them unforgettable? It took me a while to realize, but the truth is simple. Those people had passion for what they were talking about. Their carefully chosen words flew off the page and into the minds of countless listeners because the people giving the speeches believed in what they were saying with their whole hearts. They were excited about what they were doing. They believed sharing it would make the world a better place, and because of that, people remember them. Writer and director Damien Chazelle once wrote, "People love what other people are passionate about." It's a simple line, but it couldn't be more true. There's something irresistibly magnetic about seeing someone so dedicated to something they love, even if we don't understand it or love it ourselves. We all know the look. Their eyes sparkle, their voice quickens, their posture changes in excitement, and we're drawn in by that intensity. For us at Klein Collins, seeing our drumline playing their hearts out during third quarters at football games, or watching our theater department pour their energy into a fantastic show, these sights never got old, even for those of us who were only experiencing them from a distance. At times, it felt like these last 4 years were full of nothing but homework and long days of classes. But years from now, our stressful days will be dwarfed by the countless memories our school has given us doing things we loved with our fellow students. Activities like sports, homecoming dances, club meetings, competing in STEM competitions, showing animals for FFA, and even simple things like getting food with friends after school or smiling at a familiar face in the hallway. These are the experiences that will remain with us far into the future. For me, my opportunity to make these memories came from being in band. I built incredible relationships there, and I hope I've built a legacy that will be remembered, just like I remember the upperclassmen from when I first started. Now, we've had the opportunity to participate in countless extracurriculars like these during our time at Klein Collins, but they aren't the only place we've been given examples of how to be memorable. Our faculty have done a fantastic job of modeling this passion and excitement for us every single day. We won't forget Mr. Kirk's infectious smile as we pass through the halls. We won't forget Ms. Cannon somehow getting excited about math at 7 a.m. every single morning. And of course, we won't forget hearing Mr. Ebner's iconic booming voice declare how excellence without compromise is who we are, what we do, and of course on Fridays, it's how we roll. We've been provided constant and lasting examples of people who love what they do and believe with their whole hearts they can make the world a better place. And they do. Yes, our time at Klein Collins was about our education. But the greatest gift our school gave us wasn't our classes. It was the chance to grow as people and to find things we love. And even if many of those things won't continue with us after we walk this stage today, they still changed our lives forever. When we find something we love, it gives us life. And even if we don't notice it, that vitality lifts up the people around us. As poet Ralph Waldo Emerson said, success is knowing that one life has breathed easier because you have lived. Not all of us will make the world a better place with algebra, but every single one of us can make the world a better place by finding something we love and sharing our passion for it each and every day. You have everything you need. Get out there, find your passion, and go be memorable. Thank you and God bless. And now please welcome Klein Collins High School Principal Randy Kirk and our Klein ISD Superintendent, Dr. Jenny McGowan.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, all of us here today are so proud of you on this special day and moment in your life. Before we present and certify our graduates, we want to recognize two groups of students. First, if you have been a Klein ISD student since kindergarten, please stand up so that we can recognize you. Thank you for the privilege of educating you since you first entered with your promise 13 years ago. You may be seated. We'd also like to recognize our graduates who are answering courage and valor, the call to serve in our nation's armed forces. If you will be serving in any branch of the military, please stand up so that we can honor you for your remarkable commitment to our great nation. And if these graduates will please remain standing, I'd like to ask all of our veterans and active duty servicemen and women who are here with us today to please stand with you. We honor and we thank all of you for your commitment to our country and to protecting our cherished freedom. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. McGowan. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. McGowan, as principal of Klein Collins High School, it is my pleasure to certify to you that these students gathered here today have completed all requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Klein Independent School District Board of Trustees for graduation or are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance.
Mr. Kirk, your certification is accepted. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Klein ISD who are seated on this stage today, and by the authority granted to me by the state of Texas, the State Board of Education, and the Texas Education Agency, I am honored to now designate each of you as a 2025 graduate of Klein Collins High School. You may move your tassels from the right to the left, and congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, you may be seated. Congratulations again, class of 2025. Will the first row of graduates please come forward?
Hello, I am Rachel Lambert, Assistant Principal at Klein Collins High School. Along with Assistant Principal Matthew Ebner, it's our honor to present our graduates today. The first 88 graduates will be our honored graduates. Leading our graduate is our top-ranking graduate of the class of 2025, our valedictorian, Isabel Dion E. Also graduating summa cum laude are Riley Lynn Otis, Natasha Noser Dungar, Elena Vierick, Justin Scott Rasmussen, Santiago Today Manham, Zane Kimana, Brittany E. Tran, Luke Austin Oglesby. Graduating magna cum laude are Gabriela Vasquez, Brandon Michael Hancock, Yaman Ian Tran, Emma Elizabeth Moen, Jorge Antonio Suarez, Angela Moali Iwa, Mary Antoinette Wallace, Shin T. Twee Win, Carly K. Cook, Zach Garrett Turner, Augustus Roland Yong Chu, Bonnie Lee Dill, Sentinel, Nusiendo, Ama Agbakme, Brooklyn A.D. Great Bailey, Emma Jo Pine, Samantha Christine Langford, Matthew Edward Smith, Anna Grace Woods, Esmeralda Ruby Ayon, Kayla Han Wynn, Aaron Daniel Nelson, Elias Benaja Gibson, Abigail Lynn Vaughn, Morgan Lean Steinhauer, Evan Scott Turner. Graduating cum laude are Rasheb Nair, Peyton Randolph Davis, Jared Brandon Robertson Jr., Noel Elizabeth Marek, and Shalomi Fala Yamik Alawu, Trisha Layfam, Shay Michelle Dominique, Ryan Lacey Arminta, Isaiah Anthony McDonald, Grant Raiden Joanne, Jyoti Elizabeth Shaw, Jordan Tanner Penn, Michaela Kimberly Hill, Joshua Daniel Copes, Anna Reese Harper, Bodie Parker Zins, Bridge Enoch Muawarki, Brooks Joseph Maldonado, Evelyn Lucia Martinez, Aubrey Hurrah, Ken Sebastian Shijo, Elena Oriel Lewis, Micah Gabriel Hampton, Hao D. Tren, Cody Cherie Hubert, Brandon Joseph Duque, Trevor Curtis Jones, Olivia Shannon Kendall, Alfred Dominique Castillo IV, Faye Addison Kai, Sophia Joy LeMay, Sophia Isabella Quijano, Elizabeth Leah Brown, Olivia Noel Choi, Cruz Lorenzo Zavala, J.L. Riley Price, Gabriel Bulgari de Guzman, Alani Jaylin Perla, Gavin Wayne Clinton, Kyle Davis Maurice, Ariana Muniz, Bochao Ben Wynn, Larry Joe Christie Jr., Devin Michelle Davenport, Jacob Ibarra Riviera, and our final cum laude graduate is Erin Grace McCord. Continuing with the class of 2025, Becker Amin Abu Assad, Alexis Armando Abrigo Lopez, Talia Z. Ada Abuado, Lexi Kate Acker, Karen Suray Acosta Lopez, Nia Adani Apina Fernandez, Iowa Adideki, Kimberly Bott Ugire, Caitlin Marie Alice, Adamani Alatini, Juliana Amara Amadi. Amara Amadi. Madison Desiree Amador. Alexander Amaya. Carlos Arturo Amaya Baruza. Matthew Henry Amundsen. Brandon Elizabeth Anderson. Elijah Takari Anderson. Noah Amar Anderson. Sandra Noemi Antonio. Matthew Arrow. Caleb Clegg Arsenal. Angeline Elise Amendaris. Ava Rose Arredondo. Destiny Soraya Arroyo. Johnny Ayana Arthur. Orlando Tahir Arzati Crespo. Angel Manuel Arzola. Talon Reed Altman. Kyla Marie Yoon. Carter Ashton Pinoli Hawaii. Gladys Ali Ayala. Zayn Atif Bahalam. Danielle Flora Baker. Sabian Chance Baker. Joel Mark Altos. Lizzie Venedos Ramiro. Joseph Manuel Barba. Lily Angeline Barker. Corinthian Deer Barnes. Jason Annabelle Barraza Velasco. Sophie Ray Barrera. Madison Nicole Barrios. Matthew Andreas Karen. Katie Scarlett Brianna Barton. David Kane Bachelor. Samuel Chopin Bicoy. Jacob Nathaniel Bell. Soraya Elise Bell Morris. Aaron Ashik Beltran. Devin Blaine Bennett. Chantel Jasmine Bermudez. Tracy Renee Beverly. Cheyenne Dipshay Maruchu. Suchita Boju Raju. Anissa Lynn Vince. Abigail Cherie Laverne Blackstone. Robert Henry Bach. Madeline Ruth Bogan. Noah Gavin Anthony Booth. Luke Allen Beaudry. Christopher Jordan Bowser. Jalen Anthony Boxley. Lincoln Alexander Breeze. Olivia Michelson Bridgman. Ryan Andrew Brooks. Colton James Brooks. Addison Claire Brown. Casey Rose Brown. Jackson Zaker Bryan. Yaslin Alexandra LaRoche. Fontenay Twin Goulart. Kyle William Bernhardt. Aiden Christopher Burns. Leland Ray Burns. Ronicia Lachey Burns. Nakai Lamont Burton. Haley Nicole Butcher. Louis Dwayne Burns Jr. Daniel Alexander Carmelo Veloso. Kristen Taylor Campbell. DeMarcus Bryce Campbell. Carolyn Julian Campos Toro. Seth David Katz. Matthew Jonathan Cordoza. Rowan Elizabeth Carmelo. Kate Noel Carrier. Jasmine Juanita Carson. Valeria Ruiz Cosco. Emiliana Casillas. Rosa Margarita Casillas. Yuritsa Uriel Casinana Rosales. Adrian Castellanos Jr. Giovanni Sebastian Castillo. Henna Caitlin Castillo. James Alexander Castillo. Mia Angelic Castillo. Wesley Bianca Gabrielle Chapa, Evan Diego Chapa, Ryan Cyrus Chapa, Christiana Carolina Chaparro, Juliana Marie Chapman, Brian Alejandro Chavez, Elijah Chavez, Lenny O'Neill Chavez Hauser, Ashley Giselle Chavez Reyes, Hayden John Chitty, Haley Joe Clark, Kianda Sivan Clerkley, Richard Andre Cochinero Rumiso, Julia Lauren Coe, Jamaya Brielle Hoffman, Whitley Madison Colby, Sophia Christine Collins, Mia Alexandra Colon Bermudez, Adriana Marie Colson, Charles Prince Romo, Katilani E.U. Cook, Jose Daniel Cordero Mora, Elias Benjamin Perez Parada, Pamela Alyssa Cornejo Solis, Kelton Bryce Cornelius, Christian Alexander Cornodo, Emmanuel Correa, Angel Gabrielle Correa Rodriguez, Ernesto Manuel Cortazar Oriaga, Evan Tyler Cortez, Ralph Edward Craig, Davon Cordell Cross, Christian Monet Cross, Andy Jesus Cruz, Colin June Madusa Cruz, Julissa Shania Daniel, Olivia Carolyn Bell Darden, Jorge Davila Jr., Andrew William Davis, Camila Valeria Del Lalo, Ayana Sari De La O, Mary Sarah De La Garza, Javier S. Ahapoel Delgado, Rolando Marquez Delgado, Trinity J. Zinby, Aiden Diego Diaz, Dana Lynn Marie Dickerson, Drake Lane Marshall Dickerson, Deja Mahogany Diller, Angelina B. Wynn, Shaw Inyok Sin, Shelby Abushi Doku, Edward Dominguez Jr., Giovanni Dominguez, Isabel Dominguez, Caban Sean Donald, Desiree Delisa Doyle, Jalen Jermaine Eric Drake, Grayson Nicole Driscoll, Jake Dusterberg, Carol Arthur Dunn, Matthew Jason DuPont, Logan Foster Duran, Kiara Charlize Dutchover, Martha Dykes, Audrey Yvonne Edwards, Kristen James Edward Emer, Jose Guillermo Elham Greatahal Jr., Sashani Lakina Elliott Butt, Aliyah Lorena Enciso, Carly Michelle Ennis, Chloe Michelle Reyes Espinal, L'Oreal Janae Espinal, Chris Xavier Espinoza, Lionel Obed Espinoza, Ricardo Espinoza, Vivian Camille Estrada, Kylie Jaden Salim, Valerie Fajardo Gutierrez, Zikra Fatuma, Molly G. Felkins, Noor Stevenson Farrell, Natalia Virginia Superior Escalante, Arian Ernesto Figueroa Velasquez, Timothy Blake Finnan. Alexia Ariana Flores. Aiden Anthony Flores. Joshua Aiden Flores. Sophie Brianna Flores. Morgan Campbell Floyd. Ethan William Diego Folks. Martin Andreas Fonseca Diaz. Kate Irene Taylor Fortuné. Devin Devon Foster. Taylor Nicole Foster. Irinace Yolanda Frank. Ava Fraser. Ethan Rutherford Chris. Rachel Melissa Fuentes. Maricruz Valeria. Dominic Andrew Galan. Zyra Adelcy Gallegos. Alicia Galvan. Diego Alexander Garcia. Jalen Deshaun Garcia. Jeffrey Garcia. Jonathan Ray Garcia. Caitlin Javier Garcia. Kimberly Michelle Garcia. Shayla Rochelle Garcia. Unique Alessandra Garcia. Carlos Garcia Say. Angelo Roberto Garcia Hernandez. Daniela Lizette Garza. Emma Elaine Garza. Isabella A. Marie Garza. Isabella Marie Gates. John Eugene Gathers. Tanesu Shakira May Gatlin. Quentin Michael Gendo. Amani D. April Sky George. Hayden Michael George. Michael Anthony Gianardi. Michael Zion Gibson. Ayana Tacobi Giles. Jacob William Genevieve. Demetrian Lamar Goins. Demarcus Zakari Goins. Ashley Jasmine Gomez. Diego Ernesto Gomez. Gabriel Adrian Gomez. Isabel Sinai Gomez Garcia. Sophia Gomez Rojales. Andrea Jolie Gonzalez. Vincent Daniel Gonzalez Jr. Aldo Daniel Gonzalez. Damian Alejandro Gonzalez. Anita Gonzalez. Leo Gonzalez. Sadani Daniele Gonzalez. Yalitza Gonzalez. Valeria Gonzalez Ramirez. Abigail Aline Goodman. Wayne Crawford Point. Noah Ahart Braun. Sophia Lynn Graves. Carmen Denise Green. Casey Janae Griffin. Hector Grimaldo Jr. Joanna Esmeralda Cortez. Carlito Giovanni Boudreaux. Cindy Lizette Gutierrez. Madison Hannah Hi. Connor Gavin Robert Paul. Alan Brooks Halgren. Reed Patrick Joseph Hallowell. Mallory Elizabeth Ann Hammond. Aiden Reginald Hampton. Danica Malise Hanka. William Paul Hanka. Grace Cameron Hankins. Larry Hankton III. Connor Phillips Hartman Jones. Dana Diane Harper. Lyric Zakaria Harris. Robin Alaya Harris. Jamel Jabron Hartman. Niall Aaron Harvey. Kenzie Nicole Hawkins. Carlton Christopher Hayden. Rachel Marianne Hayden. Sarah Marie Keane. Taylor Hernandez. Amina Jesus Hernandez. Carlos Daniel Hernandez Delgado. Urban Eduardo Hernandez Morales. Rosa Adamaris Hernandez Benavides. Diego Andres Herrera. Ryan Merle Curry Herring Jr. Arusu Amiani. Ethan Sam Poe. Addison Helen Poland. Ryan Mason Coleman. Ashlyn Carly Cooper. Abigail Grace Howard. Arisa Lane Hughes. Joshua Allen Hughes Jr. Edmondo Antonio Hurtado. Franklin Anthony Hurtado. Jeremiah Robert Hutchings.
Daniel Miguel Izquierdo. Jaden Christopher Jackson. Savannah Marie Jacob. Christian Scott Jameson. Dylan Rodney Johnson. Ramses Elon Jefferson. Michael Lane Jenkins Jr. Delaney Nicole Johnson. Jaden Edward Johnson. Jaron Altazar Johnson. Jontavius Avon Johnson. Amira Ruby Marie Johnson. Austin Blake Johnston. Angelina Esther Jones. Jackson William Jones. Kylan Lee Connor Jones. Ryan Jordan Jones. Ariel Elon Juarez Began. Noah Kaja. Victory Wimoto Kenka. Brianna Nevea Carmel. Kennedy Grace Kaler. Kermo Kita. Lauren Page Kelly. Addison Page Kemper. Amanda Deshauna Marie Keys. Ziad Sharik Khan. Amir Sam Kiai. Colby Henderman Alvarez. Cameron Lynn Kindley. Kira Michelle King. Caitlin Rose Kingsbury. Jacob William Klontz. Joshua Matthew Kohler. L. Krantz. Emma Grace Tabeska. Jacob Alexander Kwiatkowski. Avery Pilar Lagravi. Angelina Elizabeth Landward. Jacob Andrew Laperouse. Mia Alexi Lara. Jennifer Guadalupe Lara Madrano. Ava Nicole Larkin. Michael Aiden Larson. Natalie Elizabeth LaRue. Hunter Andrew Lehman. Portland Pierce Ledette. Caden Matthew Lessing. Dejani Alexius Lewis. Kira Renee Marie Lewis. Madison Lynn Lewis. Lanaya Renee Melakaya Lightborn. Lucas Matias Lorente Guijaro. Ethan Evan Lockett. Jaden Jaquez Lofton. Rita Long. Garrett Paul Lopez. Gretel Natalie Lopez. Henry Curtis Lopez. Mariana Lopez. Nicholas Ben Lopez. Diego Fernando Lopez Venegas. Emiliano Jesus Loredo. Jaden Joel Lott. Armando David Lozano. Jaime Ismael Lozano Jr. Anthony Francisco Luvano. Jasmine Magana Figueroa. Raylyn Lorenz Mayer. Taylor Mai. Miguel Angel Maldonado Aguilar. Savannah Marie Mangrum. Tyreek Jamal Man Ramon. Dominique Arturo Maris. Summer Abigail Marks. Caliel Josue Martel Rosario. Bailey Marie Martin. Isaac Xavier Martinez. Giselle Amarie Martinez. Layla Jade Martinez. Logan Gray Martinez. Rogelio Lorenzo Martinez III. Christopher Roger Martinez Rios. Leonard Eugene Matthews. Alicia Janice Mathis. Elise Mamblisi. Charles Kian McBride. Peter Thomas McCollum Wood. Dylan Michael McCrae. LaCrissa Wanda McCreary. On Unique Antoinasia McCullough. Tristan Ray McDonald. Kenneth Wayne McGinn. Ivia Danteus McKenzie. Jackson Maurice McNeil. Isaac Nathaniel Mead. Vincent Isaiah Mead. Larissa Marie Medellin. Delani Sarah Medina. Edward Warner Memmel. Christopher Lee Mice. Annalie Guinevere Mejia. Destiny Araceli Mejia. Jose Luis Mejia. Damian Santos Melendez. Yahir Yamaguchi Membrino. Violet Aurora Mendez. Edison Efrain Minieta Cardenas. Ayati Jennifer Mendiola. Olivia Mendiola. Bryn Michael McGuire. Krista Sofia Mexicano. Aaron Benjamin Mesa. Jennifer Julie Meza. Kurt Ryan Middleton II. Claire Olivia Miller. Sadie Jolie Miller. Anaya Tashay Minor Watkins. Brendan Jamal Williams Mitchell. Luis Fernando Mondragon. Garner Reed Moore. Kayla Aaliyah Moore. Michael Christopher Moore Jr. Gabrielle Elizabeth Morales. Jennifer Morales Ramirez. Joseph Anthony Moreno. Gabriel Dion Maguerza. Alyssa Munoz. Cynthia Edith Munoz. Jonathan Andres Munoz. Timothée Titus Montien. Aislinn Bella Murphy. Raylyn Rochelle Mustard. Molly Elizabeth Myers. Jocelyn Janae Nance. Cassie Ann Naradovi. Randy James Naradovi. Catalina Elizabeth Nava-Schmidt. Mariah Elise Navarro. Andrew Robert Nelson. Alexander Quay Tan Nguyen. Hugh Ye Nguyen. Jordan Duck Nguyen. Kendra Kim Nguyen. Boy Nguyen Nguyen. Christy Nguyen. Maddie Lam Sung Do Nguyen. Min Nguyen. V. Hyuk Nguyen. Emily Ann Norman. Megan Suzanne Norman. Andrea Ariana Nunez. Aiden Connor O'Neill. Matthew James Orapka. Joshua Noel Olivares. Mia Carmen Olvera. Riley Renee Orantes. Genevieve Giselle Ortega. Jadiel Sebastian Ortega Bulte. Faith Naomi Osorio. Mason Allen Overall. Topanga Lynn Overman. Terrell Xavier Owens. Rafael Palma. Xavier Palomar. Alexis Emmanuel Palomo Martinez. Christian Andre Palomo Martinez. David Nicholas Paru. Hayden Michael Parker. Ian Nathaniel Pastrano. Danica Renee Patek. Jackson Dimitri Payton, William Edward Pastro, Anthony Paul Peguero, Benjamin Conrad Pena, Gerard Andre Penwright Jr., Nadia Monique Perdue, Vincent Marcelo Perdue, Anissa Simone Perez, Lexi Brianna Perez, Pierce Jackson Perez, Vincent Xavier Perez, Aubrey Marguerite Perry, Lainey Rose Perkins, Jake Dewey Pham, Caprice Michael Pierce, Mia Faye Pierce, Dylan Josh Palongo, Christian Liddell Polk, Carlos Ponce, Miroslava Ponce, Caleb Ivan Posadas, Elise Gabrielle Lily T. Potts, Jasmine Alexandra Prieto, Kimberly Adamaris Poo Ordonez, Natalie Felisa Poo Ordonez, Javier Mauricio Puello, Sophie Gabrielle Quinn, Liberty Renee Quentin, Leilani Alexia Alika Daniela Keocho, Alicia Marlene Quiros, Mia Ashley Radowig, Brian Ramirez, Fernando Ruben Ramirez, Jasmine Nicole Ramirez, Josue Ramirez, Damian Andre Ramos, Ethan Leon Randy, Delilah Mystique Rascado Vasquez, Luke William Rather, Gracie Ray Rollinson, Evan Andre Reed, Priscilla Marissa Reed, Gabriel Paul Reisinger, Ania Ariadne Rendon Mendoza, Sergio Renteria Jr., Alyssa Lisette Reyes, Brianna Alessandra Reyes, Daniel Santos Reyes, Emily Nicole Reyna, Abigail Grace Richardson, Jeremiah Bernard Richardson, America Alexa Rico, David Alexander Rios, Jefferson Eduardo Rios Amaya, Mia Stephanie Rivas, Paulo Rivas III, Eduardo Guillermo Rivas Lara, Jose Herman Rivera, Abigail Elaine Roberson, Kira Simone Roberts, Claire Grace Robertson, Elias Alexander Durante Robinson, Jeremiah Jashawn Robinson, Ryan Ruth Robinson, Ariana Isabella Robles, Aaliyah Juliana Rodriguez, Ariana Marie Rodriguez, Dylan Elias Rodriguez, Emily Delilah Rodriguez, Carla Anaí Rodriguez, Tyler Elizabeth Rodriguez, Addison May Rohr, Leslie Alanis Roman, Anaya Alicia Rosales, David Rosas, Marsha Roshin, Cameron Rashad Ross, Terica Nicole Ross, William Craig Ruel, Tristan Gabriel Ruiz, Madeline Rain Russell, Alina Adela Sines, Bryce Christian Salesman, Nola Sienna St. Germain, Camille Nabi Salah, Ricardo Enrique Salas Laborie, Anthony Salazar, Giovanni James Salazar, Kevin Henry Noriah Salas, John Paul Salinas, Brandon Anthony Samaran, Nasir Sean Samuels, Gustavo Adolfo Sanabria Jr., Carlos Alberto Sanchez, Cooper Lee Sanders, Jade Elizabeth Sanford, Alexa Santos, Luke Isaiah Schwartzmeyer. Gabriel Sepulveda. Cash Tanner Schaefer. Eden Austin Shahjahan. Braddock Wright Shaw. Soha Sadiq. James Bryant Cifuentes. Jatavia Dion Sigler. Jamari Kyron Singleton. Sean Christopher De Singleton. Trenton Ronald Sugarin. Aiden Allen Smith. Alexandra Dale Smith. Cody Newman Smith. Jamira Asia Smith. Jeremiah Trayvon Smith. Namraya Raquel Smith. Timothy Diego Smith. Alexander Bruce Salau. Diana Patricia Solis Moran. Larry Dwayne Solomon Jr. Mark Anthony Soriano Jr. Giselle Sorto. Melanie Sorto. Gianni Alexi Sosa. Kaylin and Marie Soto. Michaela Zaria Sparks. Trent Payne Spence. Madeline Diane St. Pierre. Toby Joe Stapleton. Wyatt Lee Statler. Andrew Cameron Steffens. Samuel Luke Stegeman. Elizabeth Faith Stein. Caitlin Gail Taylor. Ramir James Taylor. Zoe D. Taylor. Keen Saul Terrell IV. Micaiah Nicole Thibodeau. Adrian Devon Thomas. Devin Patrick Thompson. Farron Deontay Thompson. Tyrus Jashawn Thompson. Aiden Tomas Tienda. Pablo Aaron Tolentino. Isabella Grace Tooker. Nicholas Alexander Toribio. Vienna Toroyo. Enid Jacob Torres. Chris Tran. Jimmy Tran. Long Kwok Da Tran. Skylar Marie Travis. Christopher Rogercar Trejo Martinez. Gianni Sienna Trujillo. Carson Palmer Trujillo. Patricia Twista Rodriguez. Julian Charles Tungal. Raymond Leland Turner. Joseph Daniel Turia. Emily Chuagimana. Andrew Miguel Urban Garcia. Antonio Alejandro Urbina. Eunice Salvador Urrutia. Abner Elias Vale Mendez. Mariah Ann Valdez. Ivan Alberto Valle. Daniel Jesse Valtierra. Sarah Jean Van Horn. Luis Esteban Vargas Soto. Jasmine Cristina Vasquez. Luis Manuel Vasquez. Nathan Vasquez. Nicholas Alberto Vasquez Nieto. Sinead Cerise Vasquez Coronado. Marco Ramiro Vasquez Pizarro. Tiffany Rose Vega. Abel Malachi Vela. Armando Joel Velasquez. Jocelyn Vinces. Lydia Addison Ventresca. Diego Emilio Vera. Zakayla Leasia Wallace. Rylan Jessica Walsh. Micah Stephen Washington. Micarian Asiri Washington. Audrey Grace Wathen. Thomas David Watson. Braden Michael Warako. Taylor Leanne Welker. Luke Isaiah Wellman. Jalen Dominique Wells. Dontrell Era West. Lady Christine Wheat. Amber Nicole Wheelis. Deanna Michaela White. Braden Michael White. Naya Alina Whittington. Brian Seth Williams Jr. Janaya Tamisha Williams. Lamaria Sina Elizabeth Williams. Marcus Terrell Williams Jr. Mark Isaiah Williams. Devin Dwayne Willis. Michaela Lynn Wilson. Jordan Jeremiah Wilkes. Destiny Angelisa Winston. Kyle Joseph Winston. Allison Ray Wolf. Mariah LaRae Wolf. Genevieve Marie Woods. Trinity Joshana Woods. Peyton Jane Wright. Julia Pauline White-Trulis. Caleb Zittemal. Laney Renee Ibarra. Christian Lee Young. Venice Young. Caitlin Faith Youngstrom. Cecilia Jade Zaid. Michaela Alexis Zaragoza. Tiana T. Zaragoza Food. Samuel Ruben Zarati. Gabriel Alejandro Zermino Gomez. Ruying Zhang Ali Zhang. Sophia Adeline Zlatkova. Ilse Asenat Zuniga. Gustavo Zarita Centino. And now please welcome back Principal Randy Kirk for a message to our graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Before we hear from our final speaker today, I want to take a moment to thank all of you. It has been my privilege to see you grow from young high school students into the incredible graduates I see before me who are ready for the next chapter of your lives. And one last time, let's say it together. Excellence without compromise. It's who we are. It's what we do. And on graduation day, it's how we roll. Please welcome Rachel Wallenbach with some closing remarks.
Class of 2025. Somewhere around the world, a graduation speaker is tossing out cliches like, "The future belongs to us," or "This is our time." Well, it's not, at least not entirely. Look around this stadium. The cheers and smiles surrounding you tell the real story of how we got here. We were lifted, supported, and sometimes dragged by our ankles to this point by parents, teachers, mentors, and friends who refused to give up on us. They showed us true selflessness, giving without expecting anything in return. Now, it's our turn to live lives that uplift and strengthen others. Holocaust survivor and human rights activist Elie Wiesel once said, "Our lives no longer belong to us alone. They belong to all who need us desperately." Wiesel's words remind us that we owe it to those depending on our strength, courage, and generosity to live not just for ourselves, but for others. Whether your gift is empathy, creativity, leadership, or anything in between, the talents you've been given aren't meant for just your own success. The world needs what you have to offer. So, if this really is our time, if the future really does belong to us, Then we must use it to serve others unceasingly and live for something greater than ourselves. Now, fellow graduates, please stand. When I say go, toss your caps as high as you can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
ulit guys. Thank you so much. Yan, yan, yan.